Yo, 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 what's going on, Bro Talk Nation, man? It's your boy Eric here, man. I got my brother Jamarcus on, man. And man, I know y'all probably haven't seen us in a while, but we are here. We are back and here for another great episode, another great word, man. Just blessed to be able to continue to do this, man. And it's
Yeah.
such an amazing journey, man. So if you haven't had a chance, go check out the last episode. Man, it was so great. We left on a great word, and just like anything, life happens. Had a lot going on, bro. Had a lot going on. So, but we're back, and tonight we're gonna dive into something, man, that is gonna be great for the soul, man. We're in a weird place, right? So, bro, what we got for the people, man?
Man, what's going on, bro? First and foremost, man, we already know we come on this thing just to give God his praise, man. He is right, man. It's been a minute. So we just thankful that we can come on here and do what we do. We're able to continue to spread the gospel, spread the good news, talk about some life stuff on journeys, man. So it's always a good thing. If you didn't catch the last episode, man, please go back episode 5 on YouTube, Facebook, all those good stuff, man, and check us out. Uh, don't forget to share, right? Share, bless the bell, do all those good things, man. But we just really want to get into this word, man, because every time we come on here, yes, it is for y'all, but a lot of it is for us, like for real, the journey that we be on, like things we going on, and I'm excited to kick this thing off, man. We're talking about something right now that's like that's weird, and it goes with the title. It's a weird place, bro.
Yeah.
Like we're in a time right now where like we just came off Thanksgiving, Christmas is around the corner, New Year's is coming up. We're in this holiday phase time where so much good stuff is happening, right? Like there's family, there's like lights, there's food and more food, there's card game, board games, sleepovers, old stories between families, there's laughters, there's pictures, there's the best social media captions and posts, and all of this good stuff is going on. The house is has aromas of just goodness all about, right? Like all of these good things are happening in between this time frame of Thanksgiving to the
Mhm.
new year. It's so good.
Yeah.
But as we were talking about this, and as we were supposed to do it this day and we were supposed to do it that way, and I messed up the time. It started to hit me that some people are actually struggling in this time right now.
Man.
A house full of aroma, the bright lights, the laughter, the old stories, the sleepovers. There are people who are in a weird place right now because instead of all of those things going on, they only see the grief of loss.
Yeah.
They only see loneliness. They only see moments of anxiety, moments of depression, thinking that this year did not end the way that I wanted it to end. They're
Mhm.
going through struggles right now of feeling of being alone when there are people that they're watching on their social media are who with everybody.
Yeah.
This is a weird time right now. For some people, this is a weird place to be in. This
Yeah.
holiday season is a weird time. And I gotta be the first to tell you, it is a weird place for me right now. It's a weird place. This is one of my favorite times of the year.
Yeah.
But right now, it feels like a weird place. It feels like I'm struggling with a weird thing and I'm in a weird place. And tonight I just want to talk to the people that may be struggling who's in a weird place. And I want to give y'all a story from the Bible of
Mhm.
somebody that was in a weird place, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the story of Jonah, bro. We talked about this story on the podcast before. We had a full
Yeah.
pod. I think we did like 2 shows on Jonah
Oh, on
before
that one. Yeah.
because the
Yeah.
story was so good, bro. But
Mhm.
I went back and got a new revelation from this story, bro.
Okay.
And the story of Jonah, crazy, like crazy, bro. I never caught this before. Is about a prophet that if you low key do your research on,
Yeah.
only had about 5 to 6 words of prophesizing throughout the entire book.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a
The
real story.
story is about a prophet, and
Mhm.
if you do your research, it says only had about 5 to 6 words of prophesizing through the Bible.
Yeah.
Through his story. The
Mhm.
rest of the story is about Jonah, his character, his actions versus God actions, his decisions versus God decisions. It has nothing to do about like prophesizing, only about 5 to 6 words. Other than that, is it about Jonah?
Yeah.
And where we're gonna pick up in the story on chapter 1, verse 17,
Mhm.
Jonah finds himself in a weird place,
Mm.
right? It says real like right in the Bible, bro. Jonah 1:17. Now the Lord provided a huge fish to swallow Jonah. And Jonah was in the belly of the fish for 3 days and 3 nights. Y'all, I gotta tell y'all, that's a weird place to be
Yeah.
in. No. Take the Bible out of it. Let's take the Bible out of it for 1 second.
Mhm.
If you were swimming in the ocean, I'm talking about you getting it, backstroke, breaststroke, freestyle, and
Yeah.
next thing you know, you got swallowed up by a fish for 3 days and 3 nights. How many of y'all would say you are in a weird place?
Man.
Jonah finds himself in a weird place. Jonah is like a lot of us right now in a weird place. But the part that I really want to get on, there's a couple points, E, and I'm gonna get
Mhm.
to the first point, and I'm gonna turn it over to you, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
When we're in these weird places, when we find ourselves like Jonah in the belly,
Mhm.
the first point that I want to give to y'all, the first thing I want to say to y'all is, how did we get here?
Ooh. That's good.
How did we get here, bro?
Good.
E,
That's good.
what led you to be where you're at right now? What led you to be different? Because it's your walk, right? But
Mhm.
don't think Jonah was in a weird place because the ship crew threw him overboard, right? Because
Yeah.
earlier in there, like verse 12 says, pick me up and throw me into the sea. He replied, and it will be calm. I know that it is my fault that this great storm is why. It
Mhm.
wasn't the ship's crew why Jonah was in a weird place. It wasn't because they threw him overboard. That
Yeah.
wasn't the reason why. The
Yeah.
ship and his crew was gonna they're meant to be on water.
Yeah.
They were gonna go out to sea no matter what.
Mhm.
The reason why Jonah was in a weird place is this right here. Jonah 1 through 3. The word of the Lord came to Jonah. Go to the great city of Nineveh. Preach
Mhm.
against it because its weakness has come up before me. Watch this. But Jonah ran away from the Lord. I'm not saying the reason you may be in a weird place is
Mhm.
because you were disobedient,
Yeah. Yeah.
but you may have found yourself in a weird place because you turned away from something the Lord was saying. It may not be decent, like it may not be something so extravagant like Jonah did, but
Mhm.
the Lord may have given you a word and said, hey, you might need to be in the church during this time. And you
Yeah.
said, "No, you know what? Nah, I need to go on a vacation." Or
Mm.
you see what I'm saying? It's something
That's
as
good.
so
That's good.
small, and I gotta give it to you. I gotta ask you, how did you get there?
Yeah.
Because we always focus on I'm in a weird place. I'm in a weird place. How did you get there though? Let's go, E. Let's go.
Hey, that's such a great question, man, because a lot of times we don't know how we got there, right? And I know we came up with this episode, bro. I text you and I was like, bro, I'm in, such a weird place with it. And I talked with Ash, our
Yeah.
sister, man, and just explaining where I am. And I got here by being busy.
Hey, bro. I appreciate you being honest, bro.
Yeah, yeah. Like I'm being, of course, we got additions to the family. We got twins, and
Yeah.
my son's been here a lot, and spending time with my daughter, and just you get wrapped up in family.
No,
You know
no,
what
no,
I'm saying?
no. Yes, yes.
And family kind of sometimes we get so busy with family, we step away from God and step away from the word, and we step away from our daily prayers, or our morning routines, and those kind of things. But sometimes you find yourself in a weird place, and you don't even know how you got there,
Yeah.
right? And it's such a weird place for Jonah. If you look at it, God gave Jonah a commandment. He gave
Yeah.
him an assignment.
Yeah.
He said, hey, this place is wicked, right? It has come up before me. I need you to go there and preach.
Yeah.
And in my mind, the first thing Jonah probably thought about is, why me?
That's
See,
good.
why me got him in a weird place.
That's
Right?
good. I like that. Why me
Like,
got him in a weird place.
yeah, like
I like that.
you
I
can be in a season where God is calling you to forgive somebody. You've been praying for something, but he's asking you to forgive somebody, and you like, well, why me? Why I gotta apologize?
Mm,
See, now you're spinning your wheel.
man.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, bro, that's good, dog.
So you have to, when you're in that weird place, you go back to the foundation. If you don't go back to your father about it, guess what? You're gonna be in a weird place. And he's
Yeah.
gonna meet you where you're at. He met Jonah in the well, as we get
Yeah.
deeper into this. But
Yeah.
sometimes it's not something that's catastrophic or something that's big that gets you in a weird place. Sometimes
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
just,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like, you get you in a weird place.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Bro, like, hey man, like I definitely, first of all, like I said, man, I appreciate you being honest
Yeah.
about being busy, man, and how being busy sometimes leads you to a weird place. And it's crazy because the things you named that kept you busy are
Mhm.
things that's not bad things, man.
Right.
Like you
Right.
name, like, I got twins now, my son was here, I
Yeah.
got family. I'm busy with things, but it is so amazing that no matter what you put over,
Mhm.
no matter no matter what type of busy,
Mhm.
or no matter what it is,
Yeah.
if you don't take the time
Yeah.
to get unbusy, like you
Yeah.
said, you will find yourself in a weird place, right? You
Yeah.
will find yourself in a weird place. And then secondly, man, oh man, the forgiveness part, man. I really received that daily bread, man.
Yeah.
Because like you said, man, another point that I love that you did was you started off by saying God gave him a commandment, and you said, no, 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 it wasn't a commandment, it was an assignment.
Man.
And
Yeah.
you know what's crazy? I think a lot of times we don't know the difference between God's commandments and his
Ooh.
assignments.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Because assignments, missing assignments gets us in places
Mm,
that we're not supposed to be.
mm.
It's
Get
not
into it, bro.
damnation. It's not damnation when
Yeah.
you missed an assignment.
Yeah.
It gets you in a place where you're not supposed to be, where you
Mm.
have to struggle to get out of. Like,
Yeah.
you get what I'm saying? Like
Yes. Yes.
Peter walking on water and taking his eyes off of God, I mean off of Jesus,
Yeah.
he didn't break a commandment, he broke the assignment.
Yes, it
And what
did.
happened when he broke the assignment? He
Yes.
started to drown. And
Man. Ooh, that's
He needed Jesus' support. Jonah got an assignment from God and he didn't do it. And what
mhm.
happened? He found himself what? Okay. And I wrote this
I
down, bro.
gotta
And I
get
love it
it.
when the plan comes together.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I wrote down Jonah ended up in a weird place because he ran from God. Like you said, he missed his assignment.
Mhm.
He ended up in water, drowning on the way to being overwhelmed by the
Yeah.
waves, getting thrown around. See,
Yeah.
the force of the waves during the storm was
Mhm.
greater, or it was too much for Jonah to survive in? Give me Bible. I give you Bible. It literally says it in Jonah 2. It says in verse 3, you hurled me around in the depths into the very heart of the seas, and the currents swirled about me. All of the waves and the breakers swept over me. Go down to verse 5. The engulfing waters threatened me. They was at his throat, pretty much. The deep surrounded me. Seaweed wrapped around my head. Jonah missed an assignment and ended up dealing with a force that was too much for him.
Man,
he was in a weird place. No, I'm sorry. Let me back up. He was in that moment. He was in dealing with something that was too great for him to deal with. A force that was too great for him to deal with. Lord, there are people struggling right now with forces that are too great for them right now. Man. Like, think about this. The grief of a lost loved one during this holiday period is a force that's so great for you right now, right? The bills that are coming at you, that's at your throat while you're trying to buy Christmas presents. You're trying to make sure your kids and your family got everything. The bills are building up. That's a force that may be too great for you. The loneliness, the anxiety, the fear of not feeling like you accomplished what you was supposed to accomplish this year is a force that can be too much for you. That got it at your throat, that got you getting thrown around like the forces that Jonah was in. But watch this though. This goes right into my second point. When your weird place is your shelter. Watch this, man. I had to tie this together because I ain't even believe it when I wrote it. Because I did, just like you said, E, why me?
Man.
I just read to you how Jonah, in his prayer, in the belly of the fish, said, God, I was getting thrown, I was drowning, I was on it says it right there in verse 2. In my distress, I called to the Lord, and he answered. From deep in the realm of the dead, I called for help, and you listened to my cry. If you go back to verse 117, it doesn't say that the fish just appeared. Let me read this. Now the Lord provided. The Lord gave Jonah a shelter, gave him a weird place to be in. Why? Because Jonah got thrown overboard and was in a storm. God provided him a place that may look weird to him, but it was also a shelter. See, Jonah got in his shelter and he didn't look, he stopped looking at it as a weird place and just said still and started praying. God, thank you for sending me this weird place, because what I was in before, I wouldn't even be able to call this a weird place.
Man.
I would have been dead and gone. See, we got to stop looking at it as a weird place and start looking at it as God provided me with a shelter right now. That's why everything is still. That's why everything is calm. I've been looking at this weird place like, bro, I don't even know what to do right now. This ain't right. Things are just going crazy. And God is like, I provided you a time and a place right now, a shelter from what's going on the outside. Because I'm telling you, you needed a buoy. You needed a life ring, Jamarcus. You was getting thrown all over the place. What you was dealing with was too great for you. So let me send you this fish to hold you down for 3 days and 3 nights. Bro, let's go, dog.
Hey, if you go back in that scripture, right, and it's right above, right before Noah got taken by the whale, right?
Yeah. I'm there.
He was on a ship with some other people.
Yeah.
You may be in your weird place, and because you don't know how you're affecting the people around you.
Oh, that's good too. I like that.
See, you have to get taken out of places. Sometimes you have to get removed from family, from friends, from, whatever you got going on. Sometimes God stops everything around you for that reason. Like the people on the boat was like, hey, God, hey, don't let us die because he didn't do what you told him to do.
Hey,
We
big
are
facts.
obedient, okay? So sometimes, for my business might interrupt or affect my family, right? They may catch something that wasn't meant for them, right? And so now they are a casualty of my busyness,
Yes, that's
or
good,
they are
bro.
a casualty of my unforgiveness. They are a casualty of my gluttony,
Yeah.
right? So these are different things and different ways that, sometimes when God swallows you up, and like your weird place is that well, because it seems like nothing around you is doing anything.
Mm.
The biggest blessing that ever happened in my life was when God told me to be still.
That's good. I like that.
He took me away from family. He took me away from friends. He took me away from everything that was familiar.
Yeah.
And he put me in such a weird place that it was unknown territory.
Oh, that's good, bro. I like this. I like that. That's good.
Unknown territory brought forth me and bro having a conversation, because I was also along my journey searching for friendship, because I didn't know what it meant. I know what it means to be a friend to somebody, but I didn't know what it meant to receive it.
Yeah. Yeah.
See, that was a missing piece in me that I didn't even know was missing. But
Yeah.
God said, "Okay, I got you. Let's go to San Antonio." Hey, man, I don't want to go there. Truth be told, 100% honest, hot, open, and transparent, I didn't even like Texas. It's a different thing now. I'm pretty much a Texan now. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't even like that place. Like, never spent time there like that. Never, like, all the pre-thoughts that I had. And I'm like, God probably sitting there like, this dude don't have no idea.
Yeah.
Like, I need him to go here. And he
Yeah.
probably just sitting there like this. All right, you done? Cool. You going to Texas. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it came up just like that. Well, it came out of nowhere because I was promised a different location. Like, I was told I'm going to a different location, and God says, "Nah, I need you to go here."
Yeah.
So I'm gonna send you on this journey. I'm gonna put you on this weird place, away from everything, away from everybody, so that now you can be where I need you at. Now you can be where you can hear me. And guess what? You can't call on nobody. They can't just show up and pop up on you.
Yeah.
You got to drive 16 some hours away to come see you. So guess what? You ain't got no choice but to spend time with me.
That's good, bro.
He did the same thing for Jonah. Like, Jonah, hey, after they put, I know the scripture don't say that, but I believe this is the Aaron, the Aaron translation. I believe they pushed him in the water. That's just me.
Hey, I'm right with you.
You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes, like, you don't know who you're affecting with you missing your assignment.
Yeah.
Like, we gotta get out of that. It's not a weird place. It's where you're supposed to be.
Yeah, that's good, bro.
Let's go.
Hey, I definitely believe they pushed them over in my version too. Like, I try to read the Bible and I read in context clues, bro. Like, I like how they threw up their hands and was like, "Hey, listen, God, don't kill us because we throwing this dude overboard." Like, I feel like they took straws and voted, and somebody was like, "Hey, walk the plank, bro. Throw him over." Like, that'd have been me. I'm not lying. Like, bro, you did what?
Right.
You're not supposed to be here, bro. Come on, throw him overboard. Feed him to the sharks. So, like, I feel I'm right with you, bro. I feel like they did, bro. Like, I know they ain't want to put it in there, but they did,
Nah.
bro. There's no way, bro. There's no way. Right. But one thing I did like that you said, brother, I think me and you had in common about this little part right here, because I wrote it down.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you spoke about like how Jonah had to sit still, man, and you're 100% correct, right? Because in that first chapter, right, where I told you the reason why Jonah was where he at, it's the Bible said he ran.
Yeah.
Like, God gave him assignment and he ran. Well, guess what? in this weird place that you in right now, you can't run, Jonah. There ain't nowhere to run.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
So yeah, bro, I know I caught it. I got it in parentheses. He couldn't run in the weird place.
Ooh, that's good.
Because that's where he needed to be at. See, you're in your weird place because you can't run. God has you there so that you can't run. He's trying to tell you it's time to stop running. So the weird place is to sit you down.
Yeah.
To sit you down. You've been moving too much. Yeah. And I got to get you in this weird place, this uncommon place, so there's nowhere for you to run to. You can't run back to familiar friends. You can't run back to familiar actions. You can't run back to familiar things. I got to get you in this weird place so there's nowhere for you to go but to me. There's nowhere for you to talk to but me.
Yeah.
That's why we got to stop looking at it as a weird place. It's not a weird place. It's your shelter. Everything on the outside is going crazy. He just wanted you to bring you in so that you can stop running, bro. And another thing that I need y'all to catch on this, right? I need y'all to catch this one. In chapter 2, verse 10, and the Lord commanded the fish, and it vomited Jonah onto dry land.
Man,
there's a couple things in this verse. For one, God told Jonah to go somewhere. Jonah didn't want to go. God still got him there. I need y'all to know this.
How that working?
Your destination that you're supposed to get to, God is going to get you to your destination. The route you take is on you, but the steps are there. Like you're going to be, bro. Like it's so good. Jonah didn't want to go. God said, "Okay,
yeah,
I'm gonna put you in a weird place, but guess what? Though you're still going to the destination. God is gonna get you to the destination. The route you take is on you, but you're getting to B. You started at A. God is gonna get you to B. That's already written. The Bible says your steps are ordered, so you're getting to B. The way you go about it, or how you go 2-step, that's up to you. But you're getting there. The Bible literally tells us, and the Lord, watch this. The fish, oh, I'm sorry, hold on. Because I keep saying fish, y'all like, what is it? The weird place that you in don't determine the outcome of the destination. Wait a minute. Let me say that again. Bro. The weird place you in doesn't determine the outcome of your destination. God determines the outcome of your destination. So you may be in a weird place of loneliness now right now. That don't mean you coming out of this thing lonely. God is going to determine that you're going to come out of this thing with family, friends, and him. Just because you got financial problems right now, the weird place you in don't mean you coming out still in financial problems. God is going to determine that you're coming out abundantly. That's what I'm trying to tell you. God commanded the fish to vomit him. And then watch this. This is my favorite part. Look what type of savior that we have. God could have told the fish to throw up Jonah back in the water. He could have told him to just let him go so that he can swim to land. God said, listen, I love you so much, even though you ran from me in the first place, I'm going to put you on dry land so that you can already step with swag.
That's good, bro.
Bruh, that verse right there, I don't even know if y'all see what God does, but one, you see the love of God in here. You see the mercy of God in here. You see the redeemer of God in here. God put him on dry land. For most of us, when we deal with people, we put, hey, I'm gonna forgive you, but I'm gonna put you in the same spot that you in. I'm not putting you on dry land. I'm putting you in this. I'm gonna get you here, but I'm gonna put you in water though.
That's good.
You're gonna have to work. You're gonna have to work to get back. God say, Jonah, I don't even need you to work.
That's good.
Because your name is a prophet. and I wanted you to go prophesize. So I'm just going to automatically put you on dry land because I love you. Bro,
Even when you, man, you in a weird place because you are running from your assignment. And now that I think about my weird place, what was the last thing he told me to do? Like, if you ever find yourself in this weird place,
you always say that too, bro.
What was the last thing he told you to do? Because apparently you're not doing your assignment.
You always say that too. That's so good, bro.
And God's plan is going to get done regardless. I need you to know this. How do I know? Let's go to the Bible. Proverbs 16:9.
Let's go.
In the hearts, humans plan their course, but the Lord establishes their steps. Jonah said, nah, I'm gonna run from this thing. That's what that was his plan. But God said, you can run all you want. You can even try to get on this boat, and I'm gonna wreck this boat because you're not doing your assignment. In the scripture, go back to the people on the boat. They said, hey, don't punish us for him being disobedient, because he's not doing what he's supposed to do.
Yeah.
Don't punish us. So they pushed him over and the whale came up and got Jonah. But that is so big. I know I've heard this story so many times. And even as a kid, I heard this story. But if you ever want to know what the love of God is, he carried him in the belly of a whale to his destination, to basically telling Jonah, you're going to carry this assignment out, whether you want to or not.
Yeah.
In my mind, let's go scientifically. If you're in the belly of something, there is stomach acid and all kinds of things to break things down. Why didn't Jonah get broke down?
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I looked at it.
Covered.
Oh man, let's go.
You in your weird place, but you are still covered from things that can take you out.
Man, that's good.
That's love.
That's so good.
See, the enemy might be whispering to you and got you so busy and wrapped up in doing so many other things, but nothing he's doing is taking you out because you're covered.
That's good.
In a weird place, you can still be covered, and God's gonna get you to your destination. Let's go, man.
Hey, bro, wait a minute, bro. I gotta go back to that last part because I really want the people to catch that, because I'm gonna tell you right now. I saw what you said, right? Because I was looking up and I was, I do my research, I Google, and I get the writing. And there was a song called "The Belly of the Fish," or I think it was a book, right? And I was like, oh man, in the belly, like stomach acid and stuff like that. And I just screamed over it because it wasn't for me to hear. It wasn't for me to write, but it was definitely for me to hear what you just said. Yeah. Because you are so right, bro. In that weird place of the fish, why wasn't Jonah broken down by the acids of the fish? And it's only because of the love of God, right? Like you said, that he wasn't broken down. And it goes the same for me and you and everybody. When we're in these weird places, the reason why you're not broken down because you are covered. God, love, mercy, and grace is over you. Jesus, what he did on that cross, was the covering. Like that was it for whomsoever. That's everybody.
Man,
that's everybody, bro. That
range of people.
Man, I just want to say I receive what you just said, because I think that's one of the hardest things about, like, it's one of the hardest things about this walk, this journey with God, is being able to accept that no matter what circumstance you are in,
Yeah.
that he still loves you.
Yeah.
Because we go through a world of fake love so much.
Mm.
And I don't want to say everything is fake love, but we go through a world of where love means a different definition to
Yeah.
who you're dealing with,
Yeah.
right? You know, like love is so conditional here on earth,
Man.
but with God is so unconditional. No matter what circumstance you are in,
Yeah.
know that you have someone that loves you unconditionally.
Yeah.
And I think that's what, like what you just like said with how God like loved Jonah in them circumstances. Like, you even ran from me. And usually in this weird place, when things are in this weird place, things get broken down. And then they get tossed out.
Mm.
But with you, because I loved you and I sent this to shelter you,
Mm-hmm.
this ain't about to break you down. This
Yeah.
is about to hold you up so that you can get to the destination that I got for you, so that you can give a word that's bigger than you.
Mm.
Easy, man. And oh man, I'm praying for myself that I can start hearing that more often, like just
Yeah.
like receiving it. But at the same time, for anybody out there that's struggling, like what you going through, like you gotta
Mm.
know, like he's gonna get you to your destination, bro. Like for real. That, bro, that word right there, that was good, dude. Like for real. I hope they caught that, because that was clutch. That was clutch, bro.
Yo, I remember and we text like last week, bro.
Yeah.
And speaking to what you just said, you know, if you're in a weird place, sometimes we're in a weird place because we don't know that love of God.
Yeah.
We don't know that we're covered. And you know, something hit me when I text you the analogy about the bank, right?
Yeah.
If God's love is like going to the bank, or let's say your car, whoever your car is with, right? Whoever you got a car note through. God's love is like you going to the company and you're sending them a payment, right? And
Yeah.
them telling you like, hey, it's like, why are you bringing us a payment? It's already paid for, right? And you're saying, well, I'm gonna pay it anyway,
Yeah.
right? And so you pay it, you go home, and then a couple of days later they send you a refund, and they send you a letter saying, hey, it's already been paid for. You don't have to make any payments, right? And then the next 30 days, you go back to the bank and you pay again. Like, we just sent you a letter telling you that everything is paid for.
Yeah.
And so in this analogy, that's us going like, God is already, like, Jesus paid for every sin.
Yeah.
You're in a weird place because you feel like you still owe something.
Oh,
It's already paid for.
okay.
Like, if you like, the more you keep going back to the banker, which is God, God is like, my child, we already took care of that.
Yeah, you
Like,
good.
you good. We can move on to the assignment now. See, man, I just caught it, bro.
Hey, hey, go ahead.
Listen, man.
Go ahead. I caught
The
that right when you
reason,
said it.
oh man, the reason it was paid for, bro, is so that we ain't gotta focus on that.
Oh,
We can get straight to the assignment, bro.
Man, that's good, bro.
Imagine if you never worried about another bill in your life.
That's good. Yeah, I'll receive that. Yes.
You get to the assignment, bro. That is purpose. Let's go. Bro.
Hey, no, I gotta go with that one too, bro. Like, as soon as you started saying it, I felt it, because you are 100% correct, man. We are so focused on like what you said, like, God, like, do you love me? Like, I messed up. Do you love me? God, like, I'm unforgiving right now. Do you love me? Like, God, like, Pops left, like all this stuff going on. Like, God, do you still love me? And God is like, hey, whoa. Let me read John 1. This is love. Not that we love God, but that he loved us and sent his son as an atoning sacrifice for our sins. That's love. God is saying, hey, I tell you I love you. I sent love down there.
Golly, bro.
Walking in flesh down there. Then I showed you an even greater sacrifice of love, unconditional love, to the ones that are going to beat me, talk about me, spit on me, throw rocks at me, not believe in me, to the righteous, to the sinners. I'm going to give my one and only son as a sacrifice. And he's saying, like you just said, why y'all keep worrying about if I love you? Focus on the assignment that I've given you. That's it.
That's it, bro.
That's it. My love, like God said, my love ain't gonna change. That ain't changing. We serve an unwavering kingdom.
That's so good.
In Hebrews, it says he is unshakable.
Yeah.
Nothing that you do surprises God. I want to let y'all know that right now. Like tomorrow, you can go do the wildest thing, and it's not like God gonna be like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this. God, no. God gonna be like, okay,
he did.
My child gonna find his way back. Discipline's gonna have to happen, but I still love him though. I still love him though. Because God is only worried about getting you to the assignment. That's what he's worried about. Getting you to the assignment. God ain't worried about his love for you. That is what we worry about. See, our stuff is backwards. We're worried about we're worried about God's love for us and not focus on the assignment, while God is trying to be focused on the assignment and not even worrying about the love for us, because he's already done that. Bro, like when you started saying it, I was like, oh yes, this is perfect, man. Because I found myself tons of time sitting here just like days after ends on the ends, like, God, I hope you still love me. God, please love me. Like, God, man, please love me. And I'm way off assignment.
Bro,
I'm not on bro talk.
But that
not doing living water.
That brings freedom though. Like, this is what it means to be free. Like, that's what it means to be free. For you to live a free life. Like, you're no longer in bondage. The moment you get like, and it's man, it just blew my mind. The moment you get in your heart and your mind, your spirit, your whatever, right? That it's already paid for, you won't be in that weird place.
Hey, bro, real quick. I just want to give the verse that you're saying.
Galatians
5. It is for freedom that Christ has set us free. Stand firm, and then do not let yourselves be burdened again by the yoke of slavery. Do not let yourselves be burdened again. God is saying, stop worrying about that, man. Man. Sometimes I wish God just come down and be like, Jamarcus, bro, shut up. Like, just shut up. Sit down and shut up. Like, for real. Just sit down and shut up. Stop burdening it, bro. Go ahead, bro. Nah, go ahead. I had to.
But hey, that's, bro, in my mind, when I finally get to that point, that is what I hear. Hey, Eric, all right. What did I do the last time? And the time before that? And the time before that? Like, you don't have to be where you're at. But while you're here, I'm going to get you to your assignment. You still going to do it. Look, I just got to work with you right now. You kind of getting on my nerves. This is me. I'm sorry. You're getting on my nerves right now, but I love you. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the conversations I hear, bro. I do. And I want to get this point out, bro.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people are in weird places because of this. We're too worried about what the world tells us how to have a relationship with God is. Your picture doesn't look like mine. My walk isn't like Jamarcus' walk. He's going through stuff I've never have.
That's so good.
So social media, TV, the world, like you got all these divisions of religion and God is this, and my weird place, bro. I just want the truth.
That's so good.
But society will give you so much that you don't know what the truth is, and that's the plane of the enemy.
Man, that's so
now
good.
You in his house.
So good.
But while you sitting there, while the enemy got you wrapped up trying to figure out what's what, God is steady carrying you to your assignment.
Yeah.
Don't get wrapped up in, oh man, my picture don't look like his. Guess what? Your picture don't look like his, and your audio don't match. In the words of Monk, right? Bro, like at that part right there, bro. Like we're slaves to trying to look like somebody else.
Hey, bro, like I gotta keep giving these Bible verses because I got to. John 14:6, man. Jesus answered somebody on this one because this was the people trying to test Jesus, and Jesus answered them straight up.
Yeah.
There is nothing else. And I love how I love when Jesus gets slick. Jesus gets slick.
Yeah.
I am the way. Let me just make that point clear. Man. I am the way.
Yeah.
And then watch this follow-up. And the truth.
Man.
And the life.
Yeah.
No one comes to the Father except through me.
Yeah.
Bro, I reached out to the youth pastor to preach at another youth thing, right? And I've been thinking about what I was gonna preach about, and this is literally what I'm gonna preach about. It's gonna be something with roads, but I'm gonna share this with y'all right now. Jesus made things simple for us, like he said. God was here, people knew about God, blah, 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 and then all these breaks started happening, like, oh, this religion and this person, and then this dom, like all this stuff. I don't care about none of that. Who's speaking the truth? And I love how Jesus came here and made one simple road.
Man.
There's only one road to him.
Man.
Jesus said there's only one road to the Father.
Yeah.
And that's through me. Yeah. So if I'm not on your road that you on, you ain't on your road to the Father, my God.
Man.
Like if it ain't going through JC,
man,
I need to tell you right now, you need to exit and find another road. Like if your road is not going through Jesus, you're not going to the truth. You're not going the way, and you're not going the life. I don't know what you're going to, but you're not going on the right road. And like you said, it's the truth. Like that's what it all is about. Is the truth. There's only one road.
Yeah.
There's only one route that Jonah was going to get taken on. And that was the route that God wanted him to go on. So like your weird place, it might be getting your map right. Because you was probably on a road that wasn't the right way. It wasn't the way through the truth. Bro, like I love how you brought that out, bro, because like you said, man, that freedom, that peace, like that we all are asking for, it all starts with just understanding that you don't have to beg God for your love. The Bible said God is love. So if he is love, he don't have to explain love. He is it. He can't do nothing but love. Like you read it that it said, and hey, I know it may sound like I'm talking to y'all. I'm talking to myself because I'm looking at myself. You read that the Bible said God is love. So why are you asking him if he loves you?
Man, will he forgive me? Yeah.
That's like you asking a Whopper, is it Whopper? Like, bro, it's on the wrapper. It's on the wrapper.
Man.
Like we just need to get better. And like he was talking about, and I missed this point too. We need to get better and stop letting the world validate our own relationship with God. Like he said, my walk is not the same as E. My relationship with God and Jesus is not the same as E. Jesus talks differently to his children.
Yes.
For all the kids, for all the people out here with children, you telling me you talk the same with every child? You are wrong.
Ain't no way.
Your conversations with childs are different. I talk to my daughter in certain situations differently than I talk to my daughter. I'm my son. So why don't you think God is going to handle his children differently? God is going to talk to me the only way he knows how to get to me.
Man.
And through me. He's going to talk to Eve the only way he knows how to talk. So stop letting the world validate your relationship with God. Like, oh, you need to go do this because you need this. How do you know that? Eve brought up, I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna turn it back over to Eve. He asked me a question. I want to say it was about 3 weeks ago, and the question blew my mind. He said, "Hey, bro, what did Adam and Eve eat in the garden to get kicked out?" I was like, "Bro, apple. What you talking about, bro? Come on, bro. This is everywhere."
This is good.
He was like, "Find it." So I went to Genesis and I started reading. I was like, "I don't see nothing about no apple in here." I was like, "Where did I get that from?" Somebody told me that. You can't get the truth if you don't read yourself.
Damn.
You really don't have a relationship with God if you not read, or Jesus if you're not reading his word. I know you that might have made you mad, but you really don't have a real relationship with him if you're not reading his word. How you know him if you don't know about him?
Ooh. Hey man,
for all the righteous people that feel like, hey, I just do the right thing.
Man, you can't be messing up tradition, man.
You don't have a relationship if you don't know about him. You want to know why? Because when you find yourself in a tough place, like Jesus did, after he got baptized, we talking about the righteous one. He didn't spit his own words; he spit his Father's words. So if you can't do that, you just there. You're not you're not a follower. I'm just being real.
That's so good, bro. See, I like how things come together. Man, that was so good. One of our bros hit me up the other day, man. It was Collins, man.
Yeah.
Right. And he's on a I hope he's watching because he inspired quite a few things in me that I had to question. But he came to me, was like, you know, bro, I'm intrigued, and he's on this walk, his walk with God now.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
And he's like really intrigued, bro, at the beginning, you know, stage of where we all been.
Yeah, fire.
And he was like, you know, how do I know if it's God, you know, talking to me or telling me to do this and that, man? I said, well, bro, I had to really sit back and think, because I don't want to be responsible for giving wrong information.
Oh, that's good.
The same reason why I asked you that question, because I know I've been taught the same certain things, right? And since bro already pissed y'all, I'm sorry, made y'all mad with your traditions, I'm sorry. I'm gonna just go ahead and make you even more mad. They may be your favorite pastor, right? And we got some great ones, man. Anthony Phillips, Keon, Robert Madu. You got some great pastors out here. And I know they may give a message every Sunday. And you might like quite a few of their messages, series, and all of that. But when that light go out on your life, ain't none of them preach you into heaven. Sorry.
That's good. That's hey, that's
just
true.
Facts. They may give you a word, but that word should lead you to go read.
That's good. Hey, that's real. That's real.
That's how it's supposed to go.
That's real. Nah, that's real.
Like, the word is, God is gonna listen, like Jay said, man, he gonna speak to you a certain way because you're his child. And so whatever word that you heard on Sunday night, you should probably go on to read it, and probably reading it to the next Sunday, so that you can get what he's trying to give to you.
Yeah.
And so for the people that are in weird places, it's time to get back to your word. I don't care. TD Jakes, Creflo Dollar. I don't care who it is, man. Like, what's his name? Jamal Bryant. It don't matter.
Yeah.
Pastor Mike, Mike Jr. It doesn't matter who it is. You have to go get in that word for yourself. And that's what I gave to bro.
Yeah.
I was like, hey man, this is great where you are. I said the only way you'll know is if you get in that word and he'll start speaking to you.
That's beautiful, bro. You gave the best. That's good advice.
But I had to be very careful. You know what I'm saying?
No,
Because
no. Yeah.
That's been my weird place because I hear God calling me to, hey Eric, what are you giving to the people? And I'll be hot, open, and transparent. I've been put in places where I failed at a lot.
Yeah. No, yeah.
Like I'll be a fool to sit here and say, as a man, lust don't come to me because I got a podcast. That's not true.
Yeah. Big fact.
Lust don't come to me because I got twins now and I'm focused more on that. No, that's not the truth.
That's true. That's real. That's real.
It's something that's in me, that it's in me. But what am I giving out? And I'm glad that you said what you just said, bro, because Jesus showed us the example. When temptation is there, that you struggle with, that you deal with, that has you in that weird place, what do you give it?
That's true. That's
your
good.
Father's word. My father said, let's go, bro.
You gotta know it, bro. Yeah, I really don't have nothing else. I think you ended it. You ended it on like right where it needed to be ended at, man. And it's your Father's word, man. It's your Father's word. But like I said, man, I really hope everybody has an amazing holidays, man. And if you're just struggling with anything, like if you're struggling with anything in these holidays, man, know that Jesus is there. Like he is, like he's our savior. He is your way, the only road to freedom and peace that you're looking for is him. You can try so many things, but I'm just telling you, I've seen it time after time in people's lives. Like it's only him. There's only one route. There's only one road. So I literally just pray for anybody who's struggling right now, and I just pray that you know the gift that you unwrap is the gift of Jesus. That's what I want.
Hey, that's perfect, bro. Listen, I just pray you hear him. Even if you listening to us, man, like we're giving you a perspective that he's speaking to us a certain way. You may hear a total different message in this podcast or this episode, but the main thing is get to my listen. This would be my prayers. This is and I found this to be successful for me when I'm in a weird place or when things are going on and I just don't understand what's going on. Hey God, make this make sense to me as you know how it's gonna make sense to me, or speak to me as you know how I'm gonna hear it, and I know it's you. Nothing is gonna make me go no other direction, but I know it's you.
Yeah, that's good.
Like for the parents out there, when one of your kids call you, you can differentiate between okay, that was little man, or okay, that was baby girl calling me. You know that it's the same prayer, man. Look, you ain't gotta make your prayer special. It's not formulated in a SOP. I'm sorry. Like you just gotta have that heart to heart with God, man.
Yeah.
And just give it away. Know that you're free. This is good, man. Hey, I got nothing else.
I'm either, bro. I'm good.
All right, well, we're gonna end it right there, man. This has been a eye-opening episode for me. I pray it helps y'all. I pray that you send it to somebody that you know needs help. And that's what this is for, to spread the good news. Our tree it bears fruit through experiences and testimonies, and we are supposed to let people eat off that. Yeah. So that's what we're here for. Before I go, I want to please pray for a brother of mine. Man, walking miracle, bro. when I say a walking miracle, the guy literally collapsed, passed out a couple weeks ago.
Okay.
They had to put 2 heart monitors in him to get his heart back to pumping, and he is steady fighting. The doctor gave him a time, but God still got him here, man. So a special prayer for my brother Christopher Gordon, man. Great dude. Please send your prayers. And hey, man, this has been a great one. We love y'all. Be blessed. Hey, see you on the next one. Let's get it.
Peace.